Hello. Hello, everyone. Are you guys able to hear? Checking. Everyone able to hear? Hopefully everyone is doing a-okay today. Thank you so much for the raid. Are you allowed to shout yourself out, Ty? I'm not sure if you're able to, but just in case you're not, okay, you are able to. Okay, so for those of you who do not know, also thank you so much, Sparky Beardy, for the raid. It is very much appreciated. And Ty, thank you guys so much for the raid. I saw that you were doing some Euro Truck Driver Simulator, but what are you doing, Sparky Beardy? Okay, so hello to Tyneck, hello to Brink, hello LM Dragon, hello Gideoneer, hello Sizeboz, hello Alex, hello Wolf with Sword, hello LM. Oh, wait, no. I always say hello to LM Dragon twice. Hello, Topocato. Hello, Goblins. Nice to see you. Or it must be off today. Hello, Mirrodin. Hello, Wolf with Sword. Hello, Desert Artificer. Hello to Shirley Scowly Ghoul. Hello to Useful Reptile. And hello to Kynaps. And I think that's everyone that I see. Oh, and hello, Joven. Ah, yes. Okay. Sorry. No, not today, Alex. Okay. So today, what we will be doing is we will be making a machine to make Twinkie hot dogs. So Twinkie hot dogs are essentially these three components. Are these three components right here. And it's going to be absolutely delicious. And also, someone redeemed Blizzard, so I have to. So, just give me a second. I guess I have to just eat this. Thank you for redeeming Blizzard, Gideoneer. The hot dog should be pre-cooked, so it should be fine. This is absolutely cursed. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Listen, friends don't let friends consume massive amounts of hot dogs and nitrates for good reason. So, anyways. Okay, easy enough. I'm not gonna eat an entire pack. It was just, I eat an entire hot dog. Okay. So what we need to do is... So today we automate a crime. We're not automating a crime today. I don't know what to do with these. But yes, so what we will need to do is we will need to figure out how we are going to make an automated Blizzard machine. Or, Twinkie hot dog machine. So the idea is that you guys are going to be able to split open the Twinkies, place the hot dogs inside, and then spray the cheese. We are going to be making it... We are going to be making it chat controlled because when do we not do things chat controlled around here? So yeah, I'm looking forward to this project quite a lot. Hopefully you guys are as well. This is a project that I wanted to do for a long time, but have been holding out because of one reason or another. So, first things first, we need to get a Blizzard dispenser. And for that, we're gonna need... our protractor. Blizzard, yes. Okay, so first things first, we have to measure the Blizzard. So we need to make a dispenser somehow. The idea is that we're going to have a, like, funnel type thing. Okay. Okay. 117. What was it again with engineers and their whimsical evil? I've never done anything evil. And then... Honestly, it might be easier with a ruler. It might be easier with a ruler. Or are we changing the lore? I've always been evil. Okay. So we need something about 120 in box size. So like the interior box size. And we're going to have to make notes of this because we're going to have to CAD this up. The interior box size has to be at least 120 millimeters. Calipers are right, but rulers rule. Well, time to go. See you later, Sifo. Okay. So, Blizzard measurements. N+1, you're gonna need a bigger size. I took, like, the biggest one. I'll measure 2 just to be safe. Or we can just, like, add a 10%. Yippee for metric. Hello there. Hello there, Ridgeway. How's it going? Okay. So again, this is 120 millimeters long or 12 centimeters. If you don't want very precise, it's more convenient. Yeah, it is more precise. Okay. Okay. The Blizzard is just about Okay, it's about 20 millimeters. So we'll put 22 millimeters down for the width. Actually, no, because this is the longest portion. Yeah, it's still like 22 millimeters. Okay, 20 millimeters. So I'm going to write 22 millimeters. 20 millimeters long, or sideways. And then we also need the Blizzard height. The Blizzard is approximately 0.25 tall. 25 millimeters tall. And also, how are you guys doing on this fine Monday? Getting hot dog juice all over your keyboard? It's okay. Okay, and then, melting. That's valid. Oh, good morning, Cheetos. You're working? Yeah, that's also very valid of you. Okay, I think this one's a big one. Okay, yeah, no. They're all the same size. They're all, like, the same size, so I think it's fine. I'm actively looking at bald eagle nest. Dude, I really want to eat them. I don't know about you guys, but I really like hot dogs. Not so much the bar-ass hot dogs. They're okay. I mean, a hot dog's a hot dog. But... I don't know. Do you know the hot dog skit from What Cup? Hot dog is a benchmark 6 out of 10 food. I thought she said she wanted to eat bald eagles. Hot dogs well done are certainly a treat. No, but like, do you never just like pull them out and just like... Hi, Yuki! Gonna go die of embarrassment in a corner real quick. Funnily enough, it's 2 a.m. here for me. Oh, hold on. Didn't go to read all of that. And just go to check the channel. Your content's really interesting and funny. Thank you so much. I already remeasured it, is why. Okay, so we're good. I think the sizing is good. So we need to CAD this in 3D. And we need to CAD a vending mechanism. So... an actuator seems like the best way of doing it. With some ketchup would be better. Yeah, you can really see who grew up poor here. You guys can see who grew up poor here because, like... because people are defending hot dogs and people are like, ew, gross hot dogs. That's how you know if someone grew up rich or not, is their opinion on hot dogs. Anyways. So we need to figure out a vending mechanism for this. The most straightforward thing is that we just make a little chute that's able to retract. So like just out. Just cooked, please. Well, they're pre-cooked. It's not their preference. And also, hello, Aval. How's it going, Miss Aval? Okay. So again, we want to just like pull this back as quickly as possible, vend one, and then put it back into place, without damaging the dog. Which is going to be slightly difficult. But we'll figure it out. Anyways, I'm just gonna like, kinda, the hot dog must not be harmed. I thought it's the cylinder must not be harmed. Okay, so, we will need to do some CAD stuff. So let's go ahead and get started with the CAD. We are working on our CAD. Goodbye, lizard. It was nice knowing you. Okay, new CAD. So what we need to do is essentially design a dispenser. My idea is just to have like a top-loading magazine. Assuming the cage for the hot dog is 3D printed, won't the juices get stuck in the filament gaps? Hello there, Ridgeway. So yes, you are correct. You are correct. The juice will get stuck in the yummy filament gaps. But that's okay. We generally don't keep the projects too long after making them. This only has to work a few times, yeah. So I'm not super concerned about it, but yes, you are correct. You are correct, it's a massive food and health safety issue. I guess you could coat it in, like, Vaseline or something if you wanted it to, like, not get into it. Twinkie hot dogs. Yes. Hello, Z-Bakes! But yes, so we will be attempting to make the Twinkie hot dog maker. Let's go ahead and start with the CAD, though. First things first, CAD. And yes, I do code in Python and C++, but mostly C++. Definitely not C hashtag. One could flush it with brine. I suppose one could flush it with brine. Also, first time chatter, Twinkie hot dogs. Okay, anyways. So first things first, I think we need to model a hot dog. I'm just going to get that started. Hopefully we'll be able to do a better job than last time, because I felt like we struggled. Okay, so again, we want to have some clearance, but not enough clearance that it gets in the way. It's a good one. Yes, it is definitely a good one. So this is 20 millimeters sideways, and then 120 millimeters long is how long the actual dog is. We're going to have to make actual adjustments, however, to our... We're going to have to make adjustments to our actual code, or to our actual object, but this is where we'll start. Okay, so I want this to be 22 millimeters. We're just going to put a 10% tolerance on this guy, so honestly, I don't think I even need a 10% tolerance. We could probably get away with a 5% tolerance. This is technically like a 4% tolerance, but that's okay. We don't run calculations here. Calculations are cringe. And C++ is a fast language, but darn, I hate to write it all the stuff down. Oh, dude, I'm definitely a huge proponent of C++. That is my general preference. Okay, so next we need to design an outside enclosure for our dog, right? So once we extrude this guy, we're going to have something inside of it. Is this free CAD? Yes, it is, Yuki. It is most definitely free CAD. Also, how's it going, Long Yuk? I forgot to send out the daily meme today. I even had a daily meme picked out today. Anyways, we'll just make this like a 130 by 130. You just slide. Oh, lizard. Also, I'm still really happy with how lizard turned out. For those of you who did not know, we did have a fun little lizard. He turned out pretty a-okay, all things considered. Let's go ahead and make this guy 140 lengthwise. I really admire the abstract density of Haskell. The type and interference makes it so you generally have to only write things down that should be written down. And I watched the VOD. It looks like it turned out great. Yeah, it did work. I mean, I wasn't expecting it not to work, but it's always nice when a project works. It is definitely always nice when a project works. Okay, so that is our magazine. Now, you might say, hey, Ori, this does not look like a good magazine for a glizzy. And to you, I would say you're correct. So what we are going to do is we are going to bounce it out into our actual sketch real quick. And then I am going to slit close, and then we are going to... Ori, do you know how to swim? Yes, I know how to swim. I feel like it would be weird if I didn't. Wait. Magazine for your glizzy? Yeah, so we have to make a magwell for the glizzy. So it's going to be like a top loader. So again, the idea is that it's going to be like a top-loaded glizzy. So it's going to be like reloading, and then you just like continually load glizzies in. So that's the idea. And then we'll also need something to pull it out suddenly and then put it back. More of a hop or a shoot than a magazine, no? Yes, because we aren't going to have springs. But what if we did make it a spring-loaded glizzy? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold. A spring-loaded glizzy. A spring-loaded glizzy. Ori, you do not need water wings. It was a legitimate question. /S, what? Do you need the water wings? I don't know. They're like 900 rifle designs with internal magazines. I like where this is going. Exactly! Exactly. New change request. What about belt-fed glizzies? I'm not doing a belt-fed glizzy machine. Do you think I'm confident enough to do a belt-fed glizzy machine? The music may suggest that we are confident enough, but I think Ori picked this project just because of how many times she can say glizzy in a single stream. Glizzy revolver? No. And no, I didn't. Can we do a... No, we can't do a glizzard gun. But, if we did a top loader, I'm kind of worried about the force that's going to be exerted on it. Hold on. Let me see what springs we have. I do have springs, but the problem is I don't think I have any small enough... I don't have small enough springs because I wasn't anticipating using springs for this project. Let's see. Springs. We need springs. Where's my springs box? You're making me mad and happy at the same time because I'm hungry and I love food so much. Yes. I love food as well. And also, hopefully everyone is having a very good Monday. My Monday is going Pog Champion. Also, no, I don't have enough springs. Okay, so we can't do a Glizzard. We can't do a Glizzard magazine. Okay, so it's just gonna have to be a Glizzard top loader. Wait. Oh, okay. No. Guys. I have a compromise. Yes, it's gonna work. Oh my gosh, it's gonna work. Okay. So the idea is that the way that it will work is that it will be at the bottom and then push the glizzy onto the range. So like, if you put like a linear, actuator beneath the hot dog, and then you push up, that should load it onto the range, and then you just keep pushing it like more and more onto the range, and then you can have like a little ramp that falls down. Dude, it's just that easy. It's just that easy. Sometimes my own genius, it frightens me. Sometimes my own genius, it frightens me. Anyways, back to the catting. This is gonna work. Now 3D CAD that, lol. I mean, I feel like you don't have faith in me, Sparks. Okay, so this will be the base of the magazine. We're gonna need to make this guy slightly taller than it is now, of course. Using a linear actuator as a follower, now you're just making a mag. Is that what magazines actually do? Put in a barrel, turn with stepper, push out with piston. That should work fairly well. You want me to make a glizzy revolver? I have faith this will be amazing. Me too, dude. I'm unsure on how long this project's going to take me, so it is possible that this project ends up taking us a bit. I do want to preface that. It is certainly possible. We'll make it take, I don't know, 4 dogs should be enough. And then we'll need to print something internally. A glizzy revolver is a brand new sentence. Yes. If I would make this project, I would constantly have to get new sausages because I couldn't. So I bought 24. So I bought 24 of these. And I also bought, like, multiple cans of spray cheese and multiple cans of packets of Twinkies. So we have plenty of testing material. And I think it's important, you know, to make sure you have it. Okay. Dude, at room temp, this thing kind of gets a little monka. Anyways, I'm not eating it, so it's fine. That would last me a day. So wait, what did you need the Chipotle knives for? Oh, silly Brink. Okay, so the idea with the Chipotle knives is that I needed 2 thin knives to overlap over each other to make a double-sided knife, and then we have to have a knife to cut the Twinkies open. So the idea is that we are going to have a conveyor belt. And then it's going to slide down the conveyor belt. It's going to slit the Twinkies open. And then it's going to plop the hot dog in. Oh boy, that's bound to work flawlessly. Listen, you guys lack vision. You guys lack vision. And that's okay, I'll show you vision. Alright, back to catting though. I worry about those knives might not be well enough to do the task. I mean, hold on, we can check. We lack the vision. Sorry, but I'm pretty sure I have vision on right now. We lack vision as much as you lack sensibility. You'd say that. Window capture. Make a knife with a 3D printer. We might actually be able to do that, Shackman. This is so cursed. One day I'll have to talk about it in therapy. Where do you have these do you have YouTube where you got those projects? Because I need to follow this, but I also need to get some food. I do have a YouTube. It's the same as the Twitch channel. Okay. So again, like, if we just, like, bring it across, what should happen? Oh, it might destroy the dog. Oh no, it's going to destroy the dog. Okay. We might have to figure this out. This might be harder than expected. Maybe we do need a sharper knife. Maybe we do need a sharper knife. Shallower cutting angle, right? What is the white? Shallower cutting angle. Okay. But yeah, it's banana cream. Anyways. That's future us's problem. We may just have to make a knife, and that's okay. Is banana cream normal in hot dogs in America? Totally, Yuki. What we're doing is an American pastime, in fact. Okay, so now that we have this guy extruded out, we're going to have to make a little push plate for this. No, we have another problem. Hold on. We might have another problem. Okay, so I think there might be another problem present, and let me see if I can show you guys what the problem is. Okay, back. So, something I'm worried about is the shaft of this diameter not being sufficient, or being too big to fit inside of the 20mm hole. So I need to measure this guy real quick and make sure that everything is going to be a-okay on our end. So that's the first plan. And also, please let me know if the audio seems off or if anything seems off with the stream, and I will be sure to address it as quickly as possible. Yar. One second. My other computer's freaking out for some reason. Okay. So I need the calipers for this one. Honestly, I can probably just measure it to get the first vibes, but... Oh, we'll be fine. There should be just enough space for this to articulate through. Okay, so... Does the Twinkie hot dog itself count as being off? What do you mean by that? And yes, hot dogs do come in jars, I'm pretty sure. That's okay, though. Okay. Window cap. You wanted to get notified if something is off. Or off. What? That linear actuator looks so mini compared to the ones in our actual industrial robots. Yeah, this is the smallest one I have. And that will be fine for the dispenser. So the stoke length on this guy is 150mm. So that should be approximately 8 hot dogs. So as long as this guy's not bigger than 150, which it's 85 because it holds 4 internally, should be good. Okay. Next, what I need to do is... We'll probably have to make a new part. Honestly, I might as well just not put it in the pad, though. We are going to go ahead and rename this guy. And we are going to rename this bad boy to something. Save as... Blizzard magazine. Okay. Sorry, it was a bad joke. It was a bad try making a joke after you said we should say something if something is off, or if the stream audio is. Oh, okay. Understood. Yep, understood. Okay. Next, what we need is I need to go down to the actual drawing for this guy. Okay. So I need to make something that's slightly smaller, like 1 millimeter smaller on each side. So like a 124 by 21 millimeter square object. And that is going to have to be what we're actually going to be using to push up the container. So what we'll do is make a 21 by 120. And this should just work automatically, right? Hold on. Hi, Ori. Hello, Azrael. How's it going? XY plane. This. Close. Oh my gosh, why am I struggling so much with getting this guy? Good. What program is this? This is FreeCAD. This is the only CADing software that I even know how to remotely use. And this is a 21 millimeter by 120 millimeter. Boss bought pizza because everyone's working on Memorial Day, Little Caesars. I mean, I don't see any problem with that. It's so nice that he's buying you anything, right? Bless you, I think. That is correct, I did sneeze. Alright, so I'm also just going to extrude this out for the magazine, so this is the other part, so this is the lower part of the internal magazine that's going to, like, cause it to shoot up, so the idea is that it is going to, like, slowly actuate up, so this guy's going to actuate the dog up, and then out. And we'll probably just make this guy a default of 10 millimeters. So give me a sec. Okay, so what we need to do now is we'll need to print these guys. So I'm going to go ahead and save them as an STL, or export them as an XTL. Export them as a STL, and then we can move forward from there. Apologies for going fast if I am going fast on this. I'm not sure if I'm going, like, absurdly slow. I'm sure for someone who actually knows CAD, I'm going absurdly slow. But that's okay. This is bottom magazine. Then this pad over here we want is the top magazine. Okay, real quick, we're gonna go on a field trip as I go ahead and spin up the... If anyone has questions, I'm sure they'll ask. Go at whatever pace you need. Yep, gonna take you guys on a short field trip as we go and turn on our printer. Second. Okay. Oh my gosh, my desk is so messy. I really need to clean up my desk. Oh well. Bamboo Labs. Someone I met at a talk recently started a CAD company. I think it was called Kitty CAD. Oh, nice. Hey, Ori, could we get the lizard button to press something while you're making it? The lizard takes up literally my entire desk. So I am unfortunately unable to fulfill your request. I do still have it assembled though. Okay, there we go. Let's copy it both in, and then I need to grab it. I did post it in the Discord if anyone's curious for the actual 3D designs, or for the actual images. Neither of them are anything special though, so, you know. Should be fine. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and start the print. I just need to transfer. Okay, that's not going to work. We need to go into the downloads. We need to go into the downloads, bottom magazine. Need to drag that on. Move this guy to the side. Then we'll need to do a slice. And then print. And then set our printer. And then go ahead and send that over. Okay, so it's going to take a little bit to print. In the meantime, we're going to work on the rest of the design. So let's go ahead and move onwards and upwards. So we are going to have to make an H-bridge for our linear actuator here. So again, this is going to be the magazine-based one. The one that we're going to use for the assembly line is the biggest one I have. I think it's 250 millimeters if I recall. I'll have to double check though, but it's okay. For the moment, we're gonna need to make H bridges, so. Or V bridges. Okay, so we need V bridges. So, to make that happen, what do I need? We're gonna need some D battery holders. We're gonna need some batteries. Still haven't found a solution to making a new H-bridge every time. I suppose not. I unfortunately can't keep every single circuit that I've ever made assembled at all times. One sec. Need a other battery source. Okay, sorry about that. I am back. And you said that gives you an idea. What type of idea does that give you, Sparks? I don't know why I feel so hyper, but I feel omega hyper today. Like, when it comes down to it, I feel like super hyper today. I'm not sure if anyone else ever gets that feeling, but I currently have that feeling. Oh, nothing? Are you gonna make your own H-bridge? So valid if you do. Like once a year. It's awesome when it happens. I'm glad you're feeling hyper. I'm struggling to breathe. I'm also struggling to breathe after swallowing 2 glizzies, but that's okay. I've made one of those. The H-bridge. Need the wire cutter. We need our wire cutters. Okay. Well, I guess this is 20 gauge, not 18 gauge. Okay, so we are going to have to do some soldering. Yeah, I've made H bridges with various amounts of successes. You should make a V bridge. Sparks, you should make a V bridge sometime. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong with making a circuit that I made up? What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Also, this isn't like a brand new circuit idea. This is just like the technical, what's the word that I'm looking for? The technical description of what I'm making is actually a voltage source swapper. But it just sounds funnier if I call it a V-bridge, because it's easier. Anyways. Yeah, everything works the first time, right? Exactly. I'm so glad you know goblins. Also, goblins, how have you been doing, dude? Haven't had an opportunity to talk with you. I mean, I've seen you around, but I haven't had the opportunity to talk with you in a while. V-bridge for VTuber. Exactly. Your V-bridge scares me to do it 3 separate power supplies? Wait, do the V-bridges actually scare you, Sparks? Sorry, I've had a bit of wine. No, you're good. Like, if they actually scare you, I'm sorry that I'm making such a bad circuit that you're considering if I should just, if I should just not. Okay, so we are going to have to do some soldering for this guy and wherever our other battery is. So this guy. They're making a magic school bus movie? I'm not sure about the whole magic school bus movie, but we'll have to see. Also, guys, I may be addicted to Mountain Blade. And that may be having a negative effect on my life. I've noticed. Mrs. Bank is gonna play Miss Frizzle. Oh, okay. Thank you for the hydration. Really needed that. Now, it's not dangerous or anything like that. It's just weird. Not a bad addiction, all things to be considered. It is a bowler game, exactly. Okay. What's the plan for today? Well, Vivian, Tivian, Clivian, Android. The plan is to make a track-controlled Twinkie Hotdog machine. That's easy, right? Now I really want to run... Guys, I really want to run current through the Twinkie, or the Hotdog. Twinkie Hotdog, yes. So the idea is that you use, like, a hot dog, some Twinkies, and then some Cheese Whiz. So you use hot dogs, Twinkie, and Cheese Whiz to make a hot dog. Awful. Do it. You guys are bad, you guys are being bad, examples. I'm not sure you have enough power supply to do enough voltage with anything. Throwing up on stream is 2S, so be careful. Is it? I just thought that you were going to be cooking dangerously with electricity like Big Clive and others have done. Oh no, we're making... Silly Yuki. We won't be cooking anything. Nothing here will actually be cooked. Oh, hey, Konkyu. Welcome in. I can explain. Fault my Oshis are here. How goes the build? The build just started, but it's going A-okay. Cooking Ori, when has that ever been a thing? Exactly. Anyways, I'm just gonna do some quick soldering. It should be 18 gauge wire. And we should be Gouda. Yuki VT Soy was talking earlier about how smart you were earlier. Yeah, Yuki is a super duper smarticle particle. I can't say I usually warm up the hot dogs in the microwave, to be perfectly honest. Let me get slightly out of the way. I feel slightly in the way right now. Feel ever so slightly in the way. And then reminder, the Glizzy magazine is in the printer right now. Yuki, your reputation, it's spreading. I wonder if... Oh, yeah. Okay, so my entire day yesterday, by the way, was basically... I don't know if I want to say that. Never mind. Because my coworker could be watching. Never mind. Never mind. Two of my coworkers, I guess, could be watching. Oh my gosh, that's even worse. Requires heat shrink comment. Required heat shrink comment. So true. So very true. Or you just say, how bad can it be, clueless? I mean, again, like... you say that, but... do you really want to be the one that gets made... I mean, actually, I did bring... like, realistically, they already have enough, ammunition on me that they could destroy me, like, socially. But also, to be fair, I don't have a reputation to be destroyed socially. Like, if people's... like, again, my coworkers know I eat crowns. So, like, it can't get much worse than that. And what we are doing right now is we are just sorting out our voltage situation or our power situation for our linear actuator that we are going to be using. Or, yeah, our linear actuator, so this guy here. So we are sorting out the linear actuator situation for how we are going to load the bottom of the hot dogs by putting them in the magazine and then pushing them upwards. So that is the idea. I was thinking about how easy it would be to make a virtual pet with an ESP32, like a kit or something. It would be fairly trivial. Or, I would think it would be trivial, and also very good morning to you, Linted. Or you ate a plastic duck in front of them. Okay, to be fair, though, the plastic duck, they fed me. They fed me the plastic duck. So that's hardly my fault. That's hardly my fault. It's hardly my fault if my coworkers feed me a plastic duck. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, I put that at, like, a solid 7 when it comes to fault. Copium. Candy. Nope. Plastic duck. Maybe a bit smaller. I'm broke as heck and in the middle of a bunch of projects right now, so I'm not starting new projects. Oh, okay. Okay, that should be good. Oh yeah, Ori, I found something cool. Oh, what did you find, Vivian? Also, is Vivian Ziv? Ziv? I hope Ziv is the right word. Apologies if it's not. Okay. I've spent my entire holiday week enslaving over my computer to extract firmware off of the device. Oh, dang. Some guy made a thing that lets you set up a virtual machine that lets you check out hundreds of operating systems, going back to the 50s. Oh, that is super cool. Sorry, I'm just glancing over at the 3D print to make sure nothing's going terribly wrong with that real quick. It's looking good. She's looking good, chat. Also, guys, how hype is it now that we can just like 3D print and make our own stuff on the fly now? Like it's only a slight struggle at which that makes us wish we weren't born. Our links are allowed, usually individually. If they're individually cleared, which in this case they are, then the answer is yes. Welcome to 2010. Well, yes, but like, I didn't have the personal skills to do it before Sparks. AKA middle school. You guys don't have to rub it in, okay? Ground. Your hips? Why do your hips hurt, Sparks? There's no reason for you to be in pain just because you're old. Just because you're old. It's okay. Like, I'm sure you said the same things in, like, 2000 when you were, like, younger. And, like, oh yeah, what is that person from the 80s or something? And then 20 years from now, or 10 years from now, people will be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you went to school at 2010. That's insane. Did you ride a dinosaur to school? You know, type thing. I'm from the 80s. I never did that. I love the 80s. I remember the 80s clearly. Wait, you remember the 80s clearly? Wow. I mean, I also remember the 80s, given the fact that I was 384 years old, of course. I also remember the 1880s. I remember a bit of the 1780s, but not too much. The stream keeps going out on my end. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. As far as I'm aware, it is just your end at the moment, though. I don't see any dropped frames on my side. If anyone else is getting dropped frames, though, let me know, guys. The moon landing sequel? What about the moon landing prequel? Okay, come on. Just get this guy touched. Okay, looking good. Fine here. Spain. And welcome in, Azure Glen. I like your name. That solder joint shall do. Let's go ahead and wrap this guy up. And again, we are just working on our V-bridge right now for our dispenser. Also, this project, we are going to need to get this dispenser working. We're going to need to get the cutting system working. We're going to need to get the cheese spray system working. And then also assembly of everything. So that's the general, like, progression path here. But that is the general idea. Oh! Actually, no, I got it. I can't wait for the Great Reset. Now I have the perfect monologue prepared, XDX. Good for you, Alex. I'm forced the stream to 360p, so that might fix it. Hopefully it does. Okie dokie. Ow. Okay, I might need to go grab a band-aid. My hand is mostly healed up, but when I slide across it awkwardly, it still kind of opens up the skin. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, apologies back. Yes, dude, also, it's been like a full week. It has been a full week. It has been a full week since I have, like, accidentally cut myself with those scissors, and the cut is still healing, but it goes, like, basically across my entire thumb. So I guess that's nominal, or expected. Anywho. Let's see. So what else is going on? This week is going to be a short week. Dude, I always love 4-day weeks because they also are shorter, like, the actual week itself. I haven't done stitches in a while. I should practice that again. Ooh, I haven't done stitches also in a while. Wait, did you also practice doing stitches? So mine actually came up from a project where we were trying to make a solution that was better than stitches. And I learned how to suture then. Like, for a little background, I am in biomedical engineering. So, like, it's not completely out of pocket for me to learn how to suture. Plus, they also have, like, suture test kits. Or they have suture, test kit's the wrong word for it. Practice tools, I suppose. I had to learn holes to plug, so that was something I learned along the way. Oh, okay, cool. Didn't know that. That's really cool. Yeah. Yes, so, it was a trip. Okay, let's get this guy soldered. Then we'll have to get the circuit made, then we'll have to run the testing, then we'll have to... No, we'll have to make the circuit, write the code, which is just move it from the example code, and then get it working. Okay, that looks like a good solder joint. Let's go ahead and move on. Do you use Ada at all? Or like a special or specific safe subset of C? Ada. I've only heard that in passing, unfortunately. I don't really know anything about Ada. I've only heard people say that in passing, so I know it's a programming language in passing, but beyond that I don't know anything about it. Like the same way that you know about like COBOL or something. Also, when it comes to like a safe subset of C, generally I just program in such a way that it is safe. So I don't use like memory allocation unless it's absolutely necessary, or other solutions. That can commonly lead to like, you know, buffer or stack issues. And also thank you so much for Unowen. Wait. Unowen? I'm sorry. Unowen was here? Is that your name? Unowen. Are you a fan of Invincible? This is my only guess. If you don't mind me asking. alternative Rust. Yes, Rust is the better version. It's a Toho song? Oh, okay. Alright, let's go ahead and test if these solder joints are working real quick. If I just put this end to this end, then these ends here. This guy should go in or out. I should put this on the ground. See how it goes in? And then goes out. Anyways, want to keep this guy in. So, solder joint's fine. No real surprise there. And then what we have to do is the circuitry for it. Owen was her in the theme from Flandel and the embodiment of the Scarlet Devil. Oh, nice. Dude, Toho has such an interesting community, by the way. Like, I feel like they're one of the most devoted communities, like, on the internet. Well. Okay, so this guy's also looking fine. I put the was here as a pun. Okay. Okay, batteries are all good. And then now we need to set up the circuit. So we're just going to put the circuit on this guy. I found that putting it on... Do we want the practice in putting it on a prototype board? Honestly, I don't think the answer to that question's a yes. I feel like prototype boards have kind of messed us up almost every time we've used them. Okie UN as in United Nations. UN. Oh, okay. So this is the control device, the output device, out. Okay. Wait, what do you mean by a prototype board? Sorry, by prototype board, I mean perforated board. Useful reptile, I mean a perforated board. Let me see. One of these. So generally, if I solder to these, I have a problem with a huge amount of, like, internal resistance issues. Anywho. Also, UN Owen was an alias used by... Oh, okay. I see. Well, Owen, what type of stuff are you into, if you don't mind me asking? And we're going to need... this guy fully connected up. You're already connected. Second connection. It's okay, actual prototype board. I just glanced at stream and saw the breadboard and got confused. Oh, okay. And then I want the polarity on this. Hold on, I'm trying to think of the way to do this. Okay, so... I need a screwdriver. You're not going to hurt the hot dog, right? Not this hot dog. No, I would not. Cat eat chips. I would never do such a thing. That would be illegal in at least 3 states and counties. And I totally haven't broken the law in 3 states and counties this stream multiple times. I haven't broken the law, but I have eaten hot dogs. 70 volts flowing through the dog right now. I'm not going to put 70 volts through the hot dog right now. One sec. also came in here to ask what the heck is a Twinkie hot dog machine. I'm glad you asked. So a Twinkie hot dog machine. So what we are attempting to make is a chat-controlled Twinkie hot dog machine. So a Twinkie hot dog is made out of 3 primary components. It's made out of easy cheese, your hot dog, or your glizzy, and of course your Twinkies. So the idea is that you use the Twinkie as the bun, use the hot dog as a hot dog, and use the cheese topping as a cheese topping. So what we're going to make is a chat-controlled version of that. That is the current plan. And we are currently printing out a magazine that we 3D printed, or designed, so... So we're currently printing out our magazine that we have to top load our Twinkie. Or actually, no, it's not a top loader. It's just a magazine. But yeah. You know, as I have said before, I'm an expert. Expert engineer. The 1x3 boards are great because you can just use wires, but it's not as needlessly big as the 1x5 breadboard. I do have some other... So do you waste the filling in the Twinkie? No, you just, like, cut it. So what should happen ideally is that as you, like, cut into it, there's not that much sauce in it. It will just get compressed. So the cream will still be there. Okay. Anyways, currently we are modifying our relays here. So what they're responsible for is taking a general purpose input-output signal and then translating it to a usable output. The reason why we need this... Hold on. The reason why we need this is because we are going to have to extend the magazine out and then reload it back down. The alternative here, of course, was using something that was either gravity-fed or by using something... Do I have to? I already ate one. I already ate 2. At least I gotta hydrate after. Ah, yes, getting head patted while eating hot dogs. That's definitely what I wanted in my life. Oh, hey, Shane. Okay, we have finished the hot dog, so we are good. Okay. Let me see if I can show you guys real quick, though, how the relay works, just in case you guys haven't seen it before. So we are using... Oh, I don't want to walk you guys out, but I'm going to have to walk you guys out for a second. So we are using this design. If you look in the top right, we have the signal trigger, so that's what actually commands it to turn on or off. We have the DC supply negative, DC supply positive. That's the power that's actually used to run the electronics. And then in the middle over here, we have our actual voltage source that we are turning on or off. And then up here in the top corner, you have your control device or your control output. So that's what we are. That's what we are setting up. Let me just take a nice swig of water. I'm gonna... Okay. Watching Oriana get this done is really inspiring. Pog, dude! And And okay, I'm caught up. That's good. What if you were to use a metal insert and an induction heater to heat the glizzy? Honestly, it's better cold. Um, are these just high signal too close to the current? What do you mean by that? Better cold? Twinkie hot dogs are better cold, that is correct. Sorry. I just remembered the fact that I brought them into my old work, and I just died a little on the inside. As one does. Honestly, I probably want to use a different breadboard. I'm sorry, you what? Well, no, I just... But people like them, right? Yeah, people like them. Like... Yeah. I mean, there's not much story here. It's literally, I was just like, man, I really want to bring in some Twinkie hot dogs. So I brought in Twinkie hot dogs for the team. So I bought like 2 packs of Twinkies, and then like 3 packs of hot dogs, and then a thing of Cheese Whiz, and then we had Twinkie hot dogs at work. It's simple first grade, you know? You shared this? Yeah, of course. Did you cook the hot dogs in the microwave? No, they're meant to have raw. Or not raw, but like cold. As long as people are happy. Dude, imagine like... I have an issue with this story, Ori. Wait, why do you have an issue with this story? Why cogs? Wait, you didn't cook the hot dogs at all? No, the hot dogs are pre-cooked. These are pre-cooked. Okay, but who else ate them? I don't know, probably like 13 people, give or take. I think. And then one person who was vegetarian. You said you can't cook, yet here you are providing meals to your entire team. Yeah, but did any of it have to be cooked? I just had to cut open the Twinkie, slap in the dog, spray in the cheese, and then call it a day. Okay. Oh, 3 volts or whatever on the signal line causes the relay to open, or causes the relay to close, no voltage open, or does it latch open, or anything like that. So you can actually set modes. It's a good question, Kynaps. Let me see if I can show you. Okay, so you can actually set the toggle mode here with this header pin, or with this little connector here. So if you take this guy off, which you can take these guys off, and then swap it over to the other pin, it will actually change which mode it's in. But this mode is, yes, it's a jumper. But this mode is in the mode that you turn it on, it turns on the source, and then you turn it off, it turns off the source. But you can also make it both ways. I lack sufficient emotes for the horror of this concept, Ori. I don't get it. What's wrong with that? Cog's about to tell you one of the story of Cog's about to tell you a story about one of his coworkers bringing in Twinkie hot dogs for everyone. Cogs, is that true? That would be hilarious if you were like my old coworker and then a third coworker has hit the stream. Dude, if a third coworker hits the stream, I think... Do I just graduate? Do I just graduate if a third coworker hits the stream? Wait, Cogs, you didn't actually have someone bring in Twinkie hot dogs, right? Use the hot dog as a switch. I think you're cooked after the second. I already am cooked then. Mr. President, a third coworker has hit the stream. Okay. Reincarnate? I can't just reincarnate. I did? But I know it wasn't Ori. Okay. Assert dominance where your models cosplay to work. Dude, I'd get... Multiple people eat this? Yeah, it's a thing. Okay, let's set up the circuitry. So the way that this guy works is that we need to feed them different voltage sources and then turn on and off the voltage source at will. Sorry guys, I am actually a 6'3", 400-pound guy from New Jersey. It's true, guys. I actually have a Jersey accent. I'm from New Jersey. And I am actually 400 pounds. Ignore my hands. My hands are just very tiny. Believable. Exactly. Kind house. I believe anything with AI now. Don't worry, Ninja Bartender. This is an AI. Also, if that is the case, like, if an AI is able to do an entirely original project with no, like, imaging errors, Ori is just me out here, Ori is just me without the voice changer. Oh. No, I don't have a voice changer. Though I could activate. Oh, actually, I don't even have one. In theory, I could record something, and then in post-processing, I guess I could add something. New idea just dropped. Sorry, I have a terrible idea. AI wouldn't cut the... Why? Why? Why must you flame me like this? Why must you flame me like this? What did I do to you? Okay? Okay? What did I do to you, Rogue Revenge? What did I do to you that you have to declare war on me? Wait, how did you cut your finger? I cut my finger with scissors. I was playing with scissors after stream. And I had my thumb on the blade, and then I had it like this, and then I had my thumb on the blade like this, and then my hand slipped, and then chop goes the skin. Well, not chop goes the skin, but yeah. I was told that you are never to do that as a small child. You just lack vision. See, if you had vision, it would be fine. I can't remember the last time I cut myself. I can. Okay, so again, what we are wiring up is something called a V-bridge, which is the name of something. Haha, I just put a thumb on my Gillette razor to see what would happen. Did you actually do that, Ridgeway? Do not do that for any reason. You should not be doing that. For those of us that need something to do with our hands 24/7, they're great. Okay, so ground and ground. I might have to swap one of these sources, but I'll figure that out later. By the way, they make safety racers now super cheap and way better shave. Interesting. Anyways. So I need to complete the circuit. The circuit has to be complete and go back. Both circuits end at ground over here, but we want them to take different paths to finish. that is the objective here. Okay. So first one is going to go from here. Safety razors changed the face of US presidents because you can see clearly when they became popular. Have they actually? Okay, let's go ahead and pop this guy open. And also, hopefully you guys are all having a pretty good time today. I'm having a nice time, a nice chill time, even though you guys flame me occasionally. You know, we're having a good time. We're having a good time here. And we are just working on our automatic Blizzy maker. Nice chill time, just like the hot dogs. Well, actually, this hot dog's closer to room temp now. Okay, so this device feeds into this, goes out, and then returns to ground. Then hops this guy to ground. Sorry, I'm trying to think if I'm going to short out my device here. Oh yes, automated Twinkie wiener sandwich sounds awesome. Exactly. I'm glad you agree. Just do one at a time first. Those short, both are grounded. One turns on at a time, then both go to ground. But they'll be shorted to ground, will they not? Certain metal is biodegradable. Not all metal is biodegradable. Well, actually, there's a rate at which certain metals pass through your body. I believe it's in, like, documents somewhere. Could you draw the circuit you were making? Sorry, I'm late to stream. If it is in the Discord, someone has asked for it before. It is in the Discord, Rogue Revenge. Metal is biodegradable. Well, it's not biodegradable. Your body processes it. Your body processes it and, like, gets rid of it. Okay, T.I. I'll see if I can find it. If someone reminds me after stream, I can find it. Keyword, someone reminds me. Cobalt also degrades quite well in your blood. I use a cartridge razor with my electric razor. No metal lasts forever. Okay, is that like saying no metal lasts forever, but like there's metal that lasts like hundreds of years? Or thousands, millions before it degrades? Okay, this wire's just being demanding. Very well, I shall make my own. I feel like lead is really stable. Also, Sheeny, how has it been, dude? How has it been? How's life been? Are you still a windy mister? I thought everything decays to iron. I thought, no, not everything decays to iron. Iron is... lead. I don't believe that's correct either. I know lead is a very stable element. But this conversation is heading into a physics direction and it scares me. That's okay. We can discuss physics on an okay level. I'm not overly versed on physics. But that's a-okay. If I just... Hiya, everyone. Hello, Talirine. How's it going? Welcome in. What is the element that fusion and fission meet on? Again, lead is generally what things do. So when things decay down, like the alpha decay chain, or when things fuse, or when things break apart, or when elements degrade, they generally follow an alpha decay chain, or a beta decay, I think. I have to look at the source material, but essentially it does stop at lead typically. Fission, though, is when it breaks apart. So that is... It can sometimes skip lead. Okay. Technically everything decays, some just have a long half-life compared to us. I put you on my computer, but I won't be chatting much. That's okay, don't worry about chatting. Again, dude, I know my place is second monitor content. Listen, I know my place in life is second monitor content that you occasionally glance over when I crash out and go, haha, streamer crash out, and then move on with life. The soul read is real. Exactly. I just realized you're a VTuber thingy. I thought you were two people like a guest. Oh, no. I'm me. I am me. No, it wouldn't be fun if I wasn't, like, actually doing the stuff, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm not a paid actor. Not a paid actress. Actor, actress, well, doesn't matter. Either's fine. Ori, I can't process audio well. You are my only audio even if I'm cooking. I see. Okay. Okay, whenever you guys say that I'm first monitor content, that fundamentally scares me, guys. You can't say that I'm first monitor content. That makes me scared. Hiring someone to be a voice actor for Ori would be crazy. Why? Higher pressure and expectations. Okay. This source is directly powered. Oh, thank you so much for following, Ninja Bartender. I hope you have a great time for however long you are here, whether it be 3 hours, 3 days, 3 minutes, 3 seconds, 3 years, 3 eons, perhaps. But yeah. Okay, so ground, and then this guy needs to go back to ground. Okay. I need this guy to go to ground, and I can just hop this guy over. I only have one monitor without counting the 3 handhelds, 3 laptops, the TV, or the VR headset. I have this stuff I'm working on a first monitor, so second it is. I'm assuming this is a co-working stream so we can get projects done. Feel free to get as much stuff done as possible. I actually do nothing but invent, or like, I don't know, chat. What would you guys say? I do nothing but event probably 90% of the time. So we're always working on projects pretty much. I should be doing it right now, so I'm just focusing on this monitor. Oh, you could do it. I believe in you. Also, the 3D print is coming along well. I would say you do nothing but meme with a little invention as a treat. What? We're always inventing, though. Like, we're always doing math and science. Like, is there ever a point in stream where we're not doing math or science? Like, the only time I can think of is, like, when I debuted the 3D model, but we were also... but when we debuted the 3D model, we were also... what's the word? When we debuted the 3D model, we were testing something that I made for VR. Your last couple of streams were inventing a meme in IRL? Sure. Had anyone else ever done it before? Oh yeah, I guess. Why does your Instagram name not match? My Instagram name does not match because that was the original one that I did and I only could link one. I'm sorry that you were disappointed with the project, Cogs. What could I do to improve it? Please let me know what I could have done to improve that project. I don't know what else I could have done in that area, though. Oh, thank you so much for following Azure Glint. I hope you have a great time while you are here. Oh my gosh, your Twitch account's been around so long. Just give them thick arms. It's okay. Okay, so ground. Okay. So this should work for a singular setup. If your finger had slipped off the shift key, OM. Oh yeah, then it would have actually banned them. Please don't ban cogs. Okay, and then these are gonna need to be male to female. Oh, thank you so much for following, Valor. I'm sorry, could you tell me how to pronounce your name? Valor Io? Valor Iocian. Valor Cion. I unfortunately do not understand. Okay, I need to unplug these because we need male to female cables. We're just gonna leave these off to the side. We'll use them later, probably. Oh wait, is there anyone who has a moment of free time, by the way? I have a quick request for someone. Could someone find the image of the V-bridge circuit that I posted? I should have posted it in the Discord. But never mind. I'll find it later. That's not a priority. That is not a priority. Oh, the V-bridge. It haunts me. Wait, why does the V-bridge haunt you? And also, sorry your boss has been Pogant, Sheeny. The one on paper? Yeah, the one on paper. From user Oriana Aura contains image would be the quickest way to search it, I think. Hold on, I wonder if I can just search it real quick. V-bridge. From user Oriana contains includes image. Maybe not. Only 13 pages. Yeah, only 13 pages. It would be easier to explain though if I did have it. Give me just a sec. There's one tie I posted, but I'm not 100% sure it's right. Okay, I'm just going to assume that someone can find it before I can. And move on with my life. Okay. Obviously it works, but it's weird. I mean, yeah. Okay. The idea of the H-bridge is to take one power source and change the direction of the flow. Use two power sources to and switch between them. Yes. Obviously it works, but it's weird. Okay. Then I need... you, and you, and you, and you. All good. Okay. Okay, so this way that it's going to work is we need to feed... negative voltage. Okay. So we have it go through. It starts, goes through, goes from positive to negative, flows as expected, then flows back to ground. Or is then connected back to ground, which is connected to circuit. Then the alternative is that we want to turn on a circuit that only works for the other one. So what matters here is our ground. Okay. Okay, I'm going to unscrew this, swap this guy out. In here. I miss Sidere. Yeah, I haven't seen... Is Sidere on a hiatus? I have not seen her around too much. Huh, she's probably... Oh yeah, she's visiting family, is she not? Or something. She must be busy with real life conferences. Oh, it's conference time. It's conference time. Amount of times that you've sent the Pomni gif. Yes, sorry. And also, thank you so much for following Benzie and Gugu. It's appreciated. I hope you have a good time for however long you are here. Okay. Okay, so then this guy acts as a ground. That is most certainly not mine. I hope I didn't send you guys on, like, an impossible quest. Okay. So it connects voltage. Voltage is connected, turned on. The only voltage that we want through this is one way. Is a one-way. Okay. I'll have to check later. Apologies. Apologies for sending you guys on an impossible quest. That breaks my head. I should not do that until I'm ready. Ground power, complete circuit, and then needs to complete the circuit back. Injection point. We need the injection point. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna have to be slightly less verbal for a second. Apologies. Okay, let's open this guy up. Need you. Oh wait, I should have a spare. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is the injection point into the circuit. This is the injection point into the circuit. So both have their injection points into the circuit and then return to ground, but they're at different polarities is the objective here. So this is the injection point, this is the injection point. They swap across the same, but have positive, negative, so that should be fine. Okay. So they go across, then they return, and they need to go back to ground. And then they have to return to ground. They should only be turned on by the fact... The only way to touch this circuit is for... whose puppy was it that you kept posting? Probably mine. Or my parents. And thank you for the hydration check, Bard. Also, hello, Bard. Good to see you. Also, guys, thank you so much for all the follows today. It is super duper appreciated. Yeah. Yeah, thank you guys so much for the follows today. It's omega appreciated. I'll try to go a bit longer today. Sorry I'm late. What did I miss? You missed making a Glizzy magazine. But yes, thank you guys again for being around so much today. I appreciate it. Okay, so the power entry to the system is from here and from here. Both power entry to the system, now they both need to return to a ground. Ground is the battery in this case, and it can only reach the end of the circuit if it's turned on. Is that correct? Yes, that's correct. Oh, also, 1 second. Self-compliment affirmation. Apologies. I just need to change out one of the rewards. Okay, back. Please don't fall off the desk. Not unheard of in my family. Exactly. Have you guys ever... Okay, how many of you guys have straight free-based self-affirmation? I'm positive. I am happy that... Nope, that is a bad idea. I'm confident that we are... Nope. I am proud of my mental health today. My mental health is in a good place today, and I'm happy about that. Okay, while this looks absurdly messed up, this is a ground. Effectively. It's just on a different terminal. And then... You sure, Ori? That took 3 tries. Have what now? Oh, I'm glad that I have good mental health today, you know? Fire extinguisher is right there if something catches on fire. Okay, next. Next, we need to get stuff hooked in. And the ground. Common grounded. And then hook up. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the circuitry set up and, let's get everything plugged into our microcontroller. The microcontroller that we are using. You know her. You love her. She's your favorite microcontroller in the whole world. That's right. The ESP8266 is in the house. This bad boy comes with GPIO that we are going to have to use. So, yeah. But first things first is we need to hook up the power to it. And And real quick, I'm going to unplug both the batteries just in case we have a bad short. Until it gets reprogrammed, I want to make sure that it is safe. Also, I should make... Someone remind me to keep this code around as a vBridge code. Because if I recall, it takes me a little while to code everything up. So it'd be more efficient in the future if I can just drag and drop it in. And then after stream today, I'm gonna make myself some content. Dang girl, put on some circuits here, nothing but wires, and I have no idea what this... What? Put on some circuits. You're nothing but wires, and I have no idea what to... No idea how to metaphorically catcall. Okay. Not all jokes land. That's okay. That's a mood. My jokes never land. Anyways. Next, we need the I/O signals that we are going to use. We should only need 2 I/O signals to indicate up and down or in and out. So yes, we are going to use these guys, and we are going to connect it to D1 and D2. So this is on D1, D2, which is tied to GPIO number 5 and GPIO number 4, respectively. We want green on 5. Okay. Awa, awa. Looking good. Okay, so next, if we power this guy on, I don't know what code is currently on it, which is why I don't have the batteries plugged in, because if you cause both of these to go live at the same time, bad things happen. Or at least, what would happen? Bad things. Let's just say bad things happen and leave it at that. Okay, so both these guys glow green. That's what we're looking for. And now we are going to have to reprogram it. Oh, it's the lizard bot. I enjoyed the crown spreadsheet being posted like 10 times, though. Bruh. Okay. Anyways, now we have to get the code working. Hopefully shouldn't take us too long. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly modify the network code and then just port in some GPIO stuff. So hopefully it won't be too difficult. Okie dokie. Let's get this artichokes. Oh right, Munch Crown wasn't a redeem. Please don't make me eat crowns, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for the head pass post. I appreciate you. But please, don't make me eat any crown. Any crowns. Please and thank you. Random. Why is it always you? Do you just save your points exclusively to bonk me, Random? At this point, I'm kind of concerned that you just, like, save your points exclusively to bonk me. Like... once per stream. Science has already been done and documented. Okay. Okay, so today is May 25th. So we have our code here. So what we need to do is we need to set some additional pins as outputs. So again, we are using GPIO pin number 5 and number 4. So Mambo number 5, Mambo number 4. We are using them as outputs. So what we are going to do is write pin mode 5 mode. Oh my gosh. Is my shift key not working? Oh my gosh. Shift key, please. Pin mode 5. Output. And then pin mode 4. Output. Okay. So we again have both of these guys set as outputs, and then what I would like us to do, test message, so we make sure that we're able to connect to the Wi-Fi. Cool. Additionally, what we actually have to do is set these guys as on and off. So, pin. So, what I need is digital write 5 high. Digital write 4 low. I'm sorry, what's up? Oh, hey, Lord, really? I'm afraid to ask what a Twinkie hot dog is, but... Oh, it's some weird pandemic-filled idea. I'm pretty sure it's from a movie in, like, the 90s, actually. I'm still trying to wrap my head around how we control this. What part don't you understand, Husk? I can try to explain any parts you don't understand, if you just give me a minute. And then copy paste this. This is a low, and then digital write. That is an error. Okay, so this should just cycle the code is what we are aiming for it to do. Digital write 5 low. Okay, that should work. Let's go and make sure the code compiles. Okay. Hello. Hello, Kay. How's it going? And also, hello, human person, fellow number 9. Welcome, and I hope you have a good time for however long you are here. And how dare you use a copy-paste on your one begotten child? Begotten? Okay. Okay, connected. And we should be good. What's a mambo? Oh, Mambo, at least to me, is an Uma from Uma Musume. Her name is Mambo. I just wanted to pop and say hi since I saw it on. I'm trying to buckle down and focus. You got that head pat machine around still? And can it be mildly repurposed? I mean, it's around, but it's not hooked up anymore. What's an Uma? Japanese for horse, I think. Wait, Uma? Musume? Is it Musume? I don't know. It's a horse girl. Anyways, Twitch code's connected, so what should happen is this guy turns on for 3 seconds. This guy turns on for 3 seconds. And then, let's go ahead and see what happens. Fire extinguisher, fire extinguisher, fire extinguisher, fire extinguisher, fire extinguisher. Okay. Fire extinguisher. Battery. And battery. Okay, please don't. Okay, so what should happen is this guy should go in and out. Oh, thank you for the bits, via Lord Root. It's appreciated, but never necessary, and this minute, let it be known that Ori intends to cause a fire. No, I didn't... I didn't intend for there to be a fire. I just wanted to be prepared, because if this circuit goes terribly wrong, you get an instantaneous short of 18 volts at... somewhere in the circuit. And I don't know what exactly what will happen. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. Anyways, circuit works. Thank you so much for following Green Brains, Exy. I hope you have a good time. Oh, also, I like your profile picture. It looks nice. Okay. So next, we actually need to make this guy go in and out. So that is what we are going to do. Serious question, have any of your experiments been featured on safety training or a hazard avoidance video? No, it probably should be. The popcorn video, I think, has been my most dangerous experiment. I want to say that the popcorn experiment is by far the most dangerous thing I've done on this channel. I'm not sure if you guys would agree, but in my opinion, it's pretty obvious that that is the winner. Yeah, that oil was smoking. Yeah. Near flashpoint. Yeah. I would not do that in the future. Like... Okay. Where do we drop invention suggestions? Write down chat controlled knife juggling apparatus. The invention selections are on the Discord. Are on Discord. So yeah, give it a look there. Oh, and also, before I forget about it, because he rated in before anyone... Where? Hold on, 1 second. Hold. Because he rated in before I was able to properly thank him. Thank you for the raid, by the way, Sparky Purity, because I wasn't live at the time. Thank you so much, though, for the raid. It's appreciated. Give the Sparky Purity a follow if you are interested in their content. They generally... I think they generally do tech stuff mostly. I think it's coding, no? It's coding and science. Okay, anywho. Okie dokie. Adding a single drop light. Okay. Alright, then we write both this guy to low. Okay. So I want this guy low, high, and then I want to set it low, low. Low, low after. And again, safety first. So this guy, I believe, is in. So in. In. Oh my gosh, I need a new keyboard soon. I have to find my new keyboard. I actually already have a replacement keyboard. I just need to remember where I put it. Okay. In, out. And then we swap 5, 4. And that is out. Okay. Let's go ahead and see if this guy compiles, and then we can do some testing, and then hopefully it works. And also our Glizzy magazine is coming along pretty well. Rest in peace, Sticker-kun. Dude, he's still there. Like, well over a year later. Mostly... Well, I guess like halfway still there. Dude, we should do the gacha pawn again. I liked the gacha pawn experiment. I would like to do the gacha pawn experiment again. That would be fun. We didn't have enough people, like, when we did it the first time, to be fair. Because it was just basically you and Sifo. And Linted, I think, if Linted was around that day. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this guy connected. All right, so this should be chat controlled in and out. As soon as the code talks to Twitch, not the current code, but the next code, it should be working. So it should be able to get it inwards and outwards. Need keyboard cleaner machine. Well, what I really need is my escape key and my F4 key back. I'm missing like my keys, and then my shift keys aren't working well either. Okay, so if someone can type in, it should go in. If someone, I believe it's in all caps for both. So out in all caps or in all caps should be the commands. In goes in, that's good. Out goes out. In goes in. Okay. There were only a couple of us. Now there's many people to gachapon. Exactly. It's so fun to clean the keyboard and put all the keycaps back in a bowl of keyboard soap and soup and such. That sounds nice, but I can't really justify that for like a $5 keyboard. Anyways, go ahead and get it all the way back in, please. Please have it placed all the way back in. You guys are such a good chat. Okay, cool. I'm gonna disconnect it. It is disconnected from the power. So, real quick, what we need to do now is I need to change the codes to actually recognize it. So, what we have to do is we have to go back to our code over here, and instead of doing out, we do load. Or we do, what's it, chamber? Chamber. Okay, so chamber, the chamber command will chamber one glizzy. In command. Oh, thank you for the posture check. My posture is good. Thank you for checking. The in command here, or actually the reload command. We'll do reload. Reload. I guess fire makes the most sense. Yeah, I guess fire makes the most sense here. Technically, it's chambering it, though, but it's not firing it. So what we need to do is repeatedly chamber it. Please don't repeatedly chamber the glizzy, but yes, you guys do have that option. Okay, and then the reload, we'll put it to the bottom and will allow you to reload one hot dog. And should allow one hot dog. And then what we are going to do is we are going to make a magazine counter real quick. So I'm just going to go here, int. We're going to call it magazine. Magazine equals 4. Int current mag equals 4. And we are going to use magazine and current magazine. Magazine. Yeah. We're going to use magazine and current magazine to do limits. Actually, you don't need the limit. I can just do 4. Wait. This thing is going to be magazine fed? Yeah, of course. Of course, Root. What's the fun if we don't magazine feed our glizzy machine? What's the fun if we don't do it? And then current magazine equals current magazine. I'm beginning to question the ethics of this project. Why? -1 if current magazine is less than or is equal to -1. Well, no, but many glizzies will die this day. That's true. As long as you guys actually behave, though, they will survive. Just need you guys to actually behave. You guys can do that, right? Okay. The current magazine is set, and now that we have it set, what we want... No. Oh. Monka. Current magazine equals 0. Current magazine is less than 0. Make it 0, and then okay. No, we do have an evil Oshi. Yeah, I am an absolutely evil individual. I am a positively evil individual. Okay, so we have that working fine. And then what I want to do is So the reason why we're making a magazine size, I didn't really say this, I just started coding it, that's my apologies, is that as you stack the magazine, I actually want to be able to keep track of the number of hot dogs that are left in the magazine. So as you deplete one, it removes it from the counter. So, like, removes it from the counter. So, like, it fires out, right? And then there's only 3 left. And then it fires out, and there's only 2 left. And then if you reload, I can reload one manually because that's how we're going to have to do it. And essentially, I want to make sure that the mag can't go out more than it should. And also, it can't retreat in any more than it should. Not that that part matters, but... That's why we are coding what we are currently coding. Okay. If Ori was considered evil, this world would be a better place. Me being more evil than anyone here. If current magazine equals 0. Else. Oh, thank you for that. Okay, also does this, and then the reload command will just do... We don't care if it reloads all the way to the bottom. That doesn't actually change the effect, so we don't need to put logic there. All we have to do is put logic like this. So... it will be this. Okay. So if current magazine is more than 4... Actually, I might as well wrap it so we don't just waste computational time. So if current magazine is more than 4, we want it to not enter this logic. And then else we want it to enter this logic. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and give this guy a check. Okay, looking good. Let's go ahead and upload the code and see if it will stop you guys from overextending it, because that's what this code should do. So batteries first. Okay. Bun loader. Hot dog loader. Okay, and again, the commands are reload, all capitals, and fire, all capitals. So the commands that you guys will need is reload and fire. Okay. Hopefully it works. I'm sure it will work. And if it doesn't, that's okay too. Mm-hmm. There is a flaw in the code, but I'm not going to tell you guys what the flaw is, but there is a flaw. There is a definitive flaw in this code. It shouldn't matter, but there is a edge case that would cause it not to work properly. Anyways, if we can get this guy working, I'll be pretty happy where we're at, because we 3D modeled our magazine. And our loader mechanism, and then got the actuator working. We'll have to get one more actuator for the actual assembly line portion, and then we'll have to figure out the cutting tool and the spray tool. And self-affirmation, we are a smart noodle. That is the affirmation I'm going with today. Okay, so if you guys do out, you guys should, or if you guys do fire enough times, it should only let you fire a certain number of times and then no longer allow you to actuate it. It's fire logic. Yep. Okay, it shouldn't let you guys fire anymore, so fire more. Okay, so see how it's no longer letting you guys fire? That means you have to reload. So now reload. You guys have to reload. Is that a once per stream routine? No, it's like once every 20 minutes or something. And now we have a loading magazine. Remember to switch to your secondary. It's faster than reloading. Anyways. Alright, so this guy works. Our code's working for it just fine. If you guys could just reload it so we can reset it, I would appreciate that. Actually, I'll reload it for you guys. And since we are in a good stopping position, I think this is a good place for us to stop. So, question for you guys. Who would you guys like to raid today? Oh my gosh, who did... Who would you guys like to raid today? Elena? I don't think we can raid Lena Lazar? The Lena Lazar? I'd rather raid someone approximately our size. But... Angel weenies? One second. Mandeath? Maybe Mandeath. Hold on, 1 second. Ban... Razor Sun _ There we go. Okay. Yeah, we can read Taco or a Kyoko? Wait, who's Kyoko? I don't believe I know who Kyoko is. What is their full name? Oh, we could also raid Nep. We haven't raided Nep in a while. We could raid Nep. Mandeath would also be cool. Mandeath is also cool. I'm also cool with raiding Mandeath. Kyoko VT. Let's raid Card. She's awesome. Okay, Card. Could someone type Card's full name? I don't know their full name, but we will raid them. And then what we are going to be doing is our little raid message is just going to be like, I don't know, Glizzy Magazine. Okay. Glizzy Magazine. Or whatever you guys want as the raid message. Yes, the typo is correct. Captain. Okay, we will raid them. Thank you guys so much for being here today. It is super duper appreciated as always. I will be streaming on Wednesday, and I will also be slightly, I'll be slightly in Discord after, or I'll be in Discord after if you guys want to talk. And yeah, thank you guys again for being here. And I hope you guys are able to have a good afternoon, evening, and night, wherever you guys are. And again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah. Okay, cool. All right, cool. See ya.